Scott, thank you for joining us. I think what says it all is it feels like we lost today, but on paper it's probably a good point, but that performance deserved more, didn't it?
Yeah, I think when you come to the team that are kind of in the top three and you get a point from it, you should be encouraged by. But the fact that we were 2-0 up and then kind of like not professional enough in that second half to see it through really disappoints me. So it does feel like a loss. Yeah, I thought we played well first half, especially, and those bits in the second half we were good, but we're not professional enough to see it through. The first goal it's a throw in. We let somebody run straight off us and curl it in, no pressure on the ball. Second goal, we did a whole section on Chesterfield, kind of what sort of crosses they put in the box, how many times they pull the ball back, mark your man. We're not marking our man. Goal. There's little bits during the game where we're just not professional enough. We get a corner at 2-2 and then we just shell it out to the other side of the pitch rather than be professional and put it in the box where we've got an opportunity of scoring. Obviously, Kahim goes through. We're not professional enough to put the ball in the net. There's a throw in on the far side where Flinty heads it on. It bounces twice before it goes into the keeper's arms. Again, we're not professional enough to do our jobs. Every time there's a flick on at the near post from a long throw, we coach the team to be in positions where you can put the ball in or from that flick on. If you look at it, everyone's 20 yards away. So again, not professional enough. So I'm kind of having a right moan today at the fact that I coach the team to a point, and then when the players are out there, they've got to then take it forward themselves. And for me, they didn't do that second half today.
Is this where we talk about the experience? Is that where this comes in?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, we're an inexperienced team. But listen, end of the day, we're coming to Chesterfield and giving them a good game. So we're proud of that. But when you go 2-0 up, you should win that game. We can't be that unprofessional to not see it through. I think we're just weak. We're weak-minded in many ways. Obviously past results will affect us, will affect the team out there, will affect individuals while they're out there because they feel the anxiousness creeping in, but they succumb to it far too easy. And by not doing their jobs, I wouldn't mind if it was like, where they put ball after ball, which they did, to be fair, but we dealt with that. But it's just 2 moments where we don't defend well enough. We don't do our job. And we coach the team on defending throw-ins. We coach the team on when we're defending crosses. We coach the team on all aspects. We do hours and hours of set pieces, yet we end up getting a corner and shell it out the other side of the ground. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm to blame because I'm the manager, so blame me. But we should not draw that game today after being 2-0 up. But we're very weak-minded at the moment. So that's got to change. It will change.
Yeah, it's just doubly frustrating, isn't it? Because we should be looking at so many aspects of that game and picking out the brilliant bits, but it's the sort of bits where we've let ourselves down that's the overriding feeling at the end of it, which is just a great shame.
Yeah, it feels like a loss. I feel sorry for the fans. There's 2 or 3 fans at the back of the stand putting their arms up to me. I can't stop him from stop him from putting the ball in the box. I can't physically make Addy mark the man. I've told him I can't do any more. I am actually at my wit's end with getting the players to do certain aspects, but they don't do it when they're out there. So I don't know what more I can do other than just go out there myself and do it. It's so frustrating, and I'm sad for the fans to go down the road. We were hopeful to give them 3 points today, especially after going 2-0 up, and it would have been a great journey for the fans going home. But no, we succumb again, and we're weak in moments, and that's not a reflection on me or my staff, and it's got to change.
Yeah, and I suppose I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we are that one win away from being recognised as a very good side. But at the moment, it just seems that something isn't given, and we just can't get there.
Yeah, but we're 1 win away. But like, you only have to look at like the style of play, for argument's sake. What is our style of play? You tell me.
Fast, lots of passes, dynamic.
We keep the ball with possession base, right? Second half we wasn't. Why? Because we're not brave enough to carry on and continue playing our way. We just become so anxious with the fact that we're 2-0 up, and then we start doing silly things like not doing our jobs on throw-ins and crosses, and I think that ultimately it is my fault because I'm the manager, so I'm either not telling them clearly enough, or we need to work harder on it. Very simple. So, yeah, it's just starting to really grate with me now that we get into good moments in every game we played. Apart from Grimsby, we've played well in every game and deserve so much more. Yet we're just like so weak in moments today where we just kind of listen. You look at their team; they've got good players, I know, but they landed on a lot of second balls. They smoothed out the action far better than we did. We got to get better at loads of things very, very quickly.
Yeah, and it's obvious that the players are wearing it as well. I mean, everybody looks so deflated after the game. I mean, Kahim's, practically in tears walking off the pitch. So it's hard to see, but as we spoke about pre-game, it's just about trying to channel that into a victory now, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Kahim is in tears. He is in tears. He's devastated that he's not gone and won us a game. But there will be times this season when he does go and win us a game. So I've just said to him, look, take every negative as a learning opportunity. You've got to learn from that. You will be in that position again and you've got to put the ball in the net. Listen, the kid's been unbelievable for us. So, I think that he's got to learn from that, and I know he will because he's a very good professional, good kid, and he will learn from it.
Yeah, we spoke about professionals in the building and experience. I suppose we've done that this week with Scott Malone, 500 EFL appearances. I mean, it's not even a lot of the talking's going to be done on the pitch as well. It's going to be off it, and you saw him out there sort of consoling the lads, getting them to go over to the fans, and that's the sort of role that he's going to be playing, isn't it?
Yeah, Scott's a great character and obviously played a lot of football at a high level as well. Probably 300 of them appearances are probably in the Championship and above. I think he played some games in the Premier League as well. So vital experience for the group. But just raising standards, standards in training, how to behave, how to train properly. I know Scotty will be on the players. Listen, we've come away with a point at Chesterfield away. It's a good point, but it's not on reflection because we should win that game, in my opinion.
Thanks, Scott. Harvey, a sort of topsy-turvy game ends in a draw. It sort of says a lot that we're disappointed, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we started the game really well, looked in control and solid, especially at the back. But then, second half, I think we need to learn a lot from that. I think we need to be a lot more professional and be able to see games out, especially when you're 2-0 up and dominating.
Yeah, I think Scott summed it up quite well. Perhaps if we'd already had a few victories this season, that doesn't happen because there's that sort of bit of confidence. But I suppose that, it plays on the mind a lot. And once that first goal goes in, it becomes a fortress here. And there's a lot of factors to take in, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Especially when they got the first one back, the stadium definitely come alive a bit more than it did. But I think the lads are probably, some people are a bit more low on confidence than others. But we're professional footballers. Like, we need to be able to see a game out, and like I said, especially when you're dominating the way that we did, we need to be able to see the game through, and just do the dirty bits better, really, like following runners and stuff.
Yeah, I think you could see it from a lot of the faces, but what was the sort of mood like in the dressing room? Because it's the sort of performance that deserves a lot more, and there are positives to take, but when it comes like that, it almost feels like a defeat, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, mixed feelings really in the dressing room, because of the way that we played. I think that's a big positive. I think the fans can see that as well. We were a lot better than we have started games before, but we just need to be able to see it through, really. But I think next week's definitely a great game for us.
Yeah, and I suppose it's that hunger that's going to keep driving us on, because if we play like that, as we've said countless times, we're going to win games of football when we play like that, and we're going to score more than 2 goals and go on to win games, aren't we?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, as long as we take the positives from today into the next game, and even the next training session, I think it definitely we'll start picking up more points. So yeah.
Yeah, and finally, how have you been enjoying your time at Crawley so far?
Yeah, it's been really good. Bit of a difficult start, but I've really enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot more different to what I expected. But it's been really good. I was welcomed really well by everyone, so it made that a lot more easier.
Thank you, Harvey.
Cheers.